Get ready, fight fans. UFC Vegas 124 is here with a stacked card headlined by Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos. We've got massive predictions, DFS breakdowns, and all the inside scoop you need to dominate your fantasy leagues. Plus, an unprecedented UFC event is planned for the White House lawn, and Khamzat Chimaev is set to defend his title against Sean Strickland in a massive showdown. We're diving deep into the odds, the matchups, and the potential upsets that could shake up the featherweight and middleweight divisions. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
UFC Vegas 124 DFS Breakdown, Emmett versus Vallejos, and more. Get ready for UFC Vegas 124, Live from the Apex, featuring a featherweight clash between veteran Josh Emmett and rising star Kevin Vallejos. While the card might not be packed with A-list names, the DFS contests are ready to pay out, making it crucial to nail your picks. Our exclusive player projection model, built on 10,000 fight simulations, offers floor, median, and ceiling projections to help you craft winning lineups. Kevin Vallejos, the 24-year-old Argentinian sensation, is being positioned as a future star with a 3-0 UFC record. He faces off against the aging Josh Emmett, a former title challenger whose career has been hampered by age and recent losses. Despite Emmett's lingering power, his diminished speed and reflexes are a significant disadvantage against the lightning-quick Vallejos. From a DFS perspective, Vallejos is a near must-play, boasting an impressive strike rate and facing a hittable opponent. The fight is projected to go over 3.5 rounds, and Emmett's wrestling could offer a solid floor, making him a potential budget-friendly option. We're also highlighting Jose Miguel Delgado as a strong pick against Andre Fili, given Delgado's finishing ability and Fili's recent inconsistencies. In the strawweight division, Gillian Robertson's dominant wrestling poses a significant threat to Amanda Lemos' striking prowess. Bruno Silva is a contrarian play against Charles Johnson, especially if Johnson's chin is compromised after a quick turnaround. The heavyweight bout between Steven Asplund and Vitor Petrino presents an interesting dynamic, with Asplund's unique style potentially wearing down Petrino. Finally, Marwan Rahicki is favored over Harry Hardwick, but Hardwick's boxing could exploit Rahicki's defensive liabilities. Stay tuned for our full breakdown of every fight, including betting odds and DFS strategies to maximize your potential winnings. Don't go anywhere, because the biggest UFC news might just be unfolding off the fight card itself. Next up, a historic UFC event is being planned for a location that's truly fit for a president. 85,000 free tickets for historic White House UFC Fight Night. In an unprecedented move to commemorate America's 250th anniversary, 85,000 free tickets are being given away for a UFC Fight Night event to be held on the South Lawn of the White House. The event, scheduled for June 14th, will coincide with President Trump's 80th birthday. TKO, the parent company of UFC and WWE, is footing the bill, estimated to exceed $60 million, with no taxpayer funds involved. UFC President Dana White confirmed that 85,000 fans will be accommodated in the Ellipse, adjacent to the South Lawn. The main event will feature a title unification bout between former featherweight champion Ilia Topuria and former lightweight champion Justin Gaethje. Even UFC commentator Joe Rogan has expressed that the event might be weird due to the high security and the ongoing geopolitical climate, raising concerns about holding such a high-profile event at the heart of American power during a time of international conflict. TKO Holdings anticipates a potential cost of over $60 million for the event, including fighter purses and fan festivities, with no guarantee of recouping significant revenue. The unique setting and the sheer scale of the giveaway mark this as a truly historic occasion in the world of combat sports and American politics. But the drama in the fight world doesn't stop there, as we turn our attention to a highly anticipated middleweight title fight with some seriously lopsided odds. Next, find out why one legendary fighter is dumping the house on an underdog in an upcoming championship bout. Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland, betting odds and Masvidal's bold prediction. Newly crowned UFC middleweight champion Khamzat Chimaev is set to make his first 185-pound title defense against former champion Sean Strickland at UFC 328. The event is scheduled for May 9, 2026, at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. However, the betting lines are heavily skewed, with Chimaev opening as a -400 favorite and quickly moving to -600, while Strickland sits at +450. Despite the lopsided odds, UFC veteran Jorge Masvidal expressed strong confidence in Strickland, stating he's dumping the house on Strickland in their upcoming bout. Masvidal believes Strickland's defensive wrestling poses a significant stylistic challenge for Chimaev, whose gas tank has been a point of concern. Masvidal critiqued Chimaev's wrestling-heavy style, emphasizing that fighting should involve more than just control, and that a fighter worried about getting away shouldn't neglect striking. He also noted Chimaev's tendency to be a nervous guy who doesn't want to get hit. This prediction from Masvidal, a former BMF champion himself, adds a compelling narrative to the fight, questioning whether Strickland's defensive grappling and potential cardio advantage can overcome Chimaev's undefeated record and aggressive approach. The fight promises to be a major talking point as the odds suggest a clear favorite, but a seasoned veteran sees a different outcome. With such a massive championship bout on the horizon, you might be wondering how the rest of the UFC card stacks up. Coming up, we've got a full preview and predictions for UFC Vegas 114, including who takes the main event between Josh Emmett and Kevin Vallejos. UFC Vegas 114 preview: Emmett vs. Vallejos and Lemos vs. Robertson. UFC Vegas 114 is set to take place at the Apex, headlined by a featherweight bout between veteran Josh Emmett and rising star Kevin Vallejos. This event aims to course-correct after a less-than-stellar BMF title showcase. The card features several one-sided moneylines, with the main event heavily favoring Vallejos, who boasts an impressive 6-fight win streak. Emmett, conversely, is in desperate need of a victory after losing 4 of his last 5 fights. In the co-main event, former title challenger Amanda Lemos faces Gillian Robertson in a crucial strawweight contender bout. Lemos is known for her knockout power, while Robertson is one of the division's most prolific grapplers and submission artists. The stylistic matchup suggests Lemos will look to keep the fight standing, while Robertson will aim to close the distance and implement her grappling. Analysts predict that if Robertson can secure takedowns, she has a clear path to victory, similar to Tatiana Suarez's win over Lemos. Other notable fights include a light heavyweight bout between the aggressive Ian Cutelaba and the methodical Almer C, with C expected to survive the early onslaught and capitalize later. The featherweight division sees Jose Miguel Delgado favored over the veteran Andre Fili, with Delgado's pressure and finishing instincts likely to test Fili. Heavyweight action features Vitor Petrino against Steven Asplund, with Petrino's athleticism and power expected to be the deciding factors. The card also includes a debut for Marwin Rahicki against Harry Hardwick, with Rahicki's aggressive style potentially overwhelming Hardwick. The event, graded a C overall, offers decent entertainment value with solid prospects and finish potential scattered throughout. That's a wrap on our UFC Vegas 114 preview, but the action doesn't stop here. Make sure you're subscribed because we've got a lightning round recap of all the top stories and a full call to action coming up next. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Josh Emmett and Kevin Vallejos headline UFC Vegas 124 with high stakes. A historic UFC event is planned for the White House lawn, giving away 85,000 free tickets. Khamzat Chimaev is set to defend his middleweight title against Sean Strickland, with massive betting odds. And UFC Vegas 114 brought us previews and predictions, including the main event clash between Emmett and Vallejos. Don't miss out on any of the fight action. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment with your predictions. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.